Hi there. Seems as though had some technical issues, so I'm going to be doing that again, which is a pleasure. I don't know if I'm a bit bright. I was a bit sun today. Yeah, we lost Jessica and Frank, and apparently we lost me as well. Not quite sure what's happening. Maybe Mercury is in retrograde. So anyway, I'll do a potted version of what I've just done, because it's getting late for everyone, I'm sure. And you know, I just want to say that if you see me smiling, please remind me. Things aren't going quite as well as they could be or they should be. This picture has a tale to tell of cupcakes in the kitchen, picnics on the lawn, flowers cut from her garden to brighten up my lonely room. But petals fade and fall. This picture still remains of our time together by my bedside, framed. And we edit out the sorrow, filter out the pain, crop out the sadness until nothing real remains. And I dream of madeleines and moonbeams, red balloons and breakfast trays, bacon, eggs and a diamond ring fizzing in a flute of chilled champagne. And the joy then was just as intense as the sorrow that was to follow, as today gives way to tomorrow. Midnight in my mother's kitchen. Pubs all closed an hour ago. Cassettes playing compilations all taped off the radio. From John Peel to Honky Tonk. That's the Charlie Gillett Show. Robbie Vincent, Rodigan, from Lovers Rock to Southern Soul. And Teenage Kicks trumped Route 66 and the Undertones beat the Rolling Stones. And it was all welcome to the working week, so it goes, so it goes, so it goes. You kissed me quick, I kissed you slow, we had complete control. With music in my mother's kitchen, all taped off the radio. Don't be confused by these raggedy clothes. I wear just what I choose, heaven knows. I had money in the bank, which I tried so hard to save. Save a little money for a rainy day. Save a little money for Monday. So put some sugar in my tea and keep the curtains drawn. It's dark outside, but the day is young. It's only 5:30 and the day is young to die. The tea is sweet and the day is blue, and this music is the heat for me and you, and it keeps me warm like the summer sun when the sun has gone and the day is done. Well, we were close. We were that close. We were close, but no cigar. That's what my friend told me, sitting in a bar in Notting Hill Gate. So that's why I'm here today, to give away cigars, champagne and flowers to all the stars who never were, for all their singles deals, UK tours, options never taken, minivans and Zephyr 4s, Do you remember 3 a.m. at Heston service station? Close, but no cigar. That's what my friend told me as we went over 40 years of missed and mishandled opportunities. But, you know, we weren't all that. We weren't all that, you know. We weren't all that all those years ago. And you weren't all that in your pork pie hat, your second-hand car and your second floor flat, second-hand shoes and second-hand clothes. But you had a hardback copy of On the Road. No, you weren't all that. And you weren't all that. Headscarf shades, two-tone slacks, Princess Grace meets Pauline Black, singing blues in shoes with holes in your soles. Second-hand music in second-hand clothes. We were out on the street, smoking cheap cigars, shouting, "The future's ours!" How were we to know that time would pass that fast? And the cognoscenti, the gatekeepers in those days would have been the gatekeepers to the record companies and radio stations, or the gatekeepers to the podcasts and blogs. The cognoscenti scream from the pages of your Sunday magazine. The aficionados shout, "We know what it's all about." But what they know, they stole. Long ago, from a cocktail bar in Soho. Or they borrowed from a discarded conversation left on a bench at Euston Station. From a handbag on a stool in a public bar in Liverpool. Or the pocket of an overcoat in a barber shop in Basingstoke. What they say, they heard one day in the queue at the café in the V&A. And the critics yell, "This is my kind of hell." But they missed the final scene in the taxi back to Parsons Green. They just know what they've been told. They just buy what they've been sold. So when the cognoscenti squeal, "Here's the real deal," just trust what you feel. Thank you very much. Now this is the last number. Thanks very much to Gray for organising it and all the other amazing poets that we've listened to all evening. And many thanks to the Gremlins just to keep things interesting and keep us on our toes. This is entitled Morning. Do you have trouble sleeping? My head hits the pillow and I'm out like a light, but by 3 a.m. I'm awake again. It's that time, the time I call morning night. And I lie there safe, halfway between yesterday and today. Tomorrow's hours away, and reality can't have its way. I lie there thinking, making plans, trying to make sense of it all, trying to make that great big jigsaw puzzle we call life whole. But then the morning night transforms into morning day. The gap in the curtains lets in the sun as the birds announce the dawn, with clubbers and night shift workers coming home. And the suburban landscape fills my room. I hear air brakes hissing, train tracks clicking, refuse trucks reversing, beeping, and more clubbers swinging. Swinging on lampposts, clinging to the last minutes of their evening before they put on suits and shine their shoes, and, like the birds perched in the trees by the bus stop outside my window, they greet reality. Slowly, crowds gather and queues form, and the bus stop and coffee shop, the steps down to the tube, the ticket office and the platform on the overground. Workers awaken, shoulders rudely shaken, awakened from their dreams and ambitions, all thoughts of freedom gone and forgotten. Lost in silence on the platform, lost in books, tablets and phones. Looks up until their train has come. And what about me? Hiding beneath the sheets, I take a peek and see reality staring at me. And just as I'm wondering, what the fuck does he want from me? He flips me, pats my cheeks, playfully. And me on my hands and knees, he enters me, fucks me and comes in me. A little too hard and fast actually, but hey, that's reality. Fade. Chirping, tweeting, bleeping, hissing, humming, clicking, grinding, singing. Clubbers howling at the moon, night shift workers coming home. As the garden birds announce the dawn, diesel trucks, electric trains, metal wheels on metal rails, quarter tips on rubber heels, air brakes, disc brakes, luggage wheels. Lost in silence on the bus, lost in books. No one looks up until they're stopped. Lost in silence on the platform, just waiting for the train to come. No one looks up. My mum always told me to get a grip on reality before reality got a grip on me. Thank you very much. Good night.